Hey everyone, something that I've been wanting to make a quick video about, something that is on a lot of minds, and I actually was working on a paper, and actually I did a couple little videos on it about 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago. You see, there's two big epidemics going on in this world. Right now in the present, we're dealing with COVID-19, which is ripping families apart, disrupting businesses, creating chaos. In hospitals, unfortunately, people are dying. It's a really bad situation with this disease. The other epidemic is really something that's been going on since the beginning of civilization. It's worldwide. It's in every nation. No culture is exempt from it. Politicians and governments try to suppress it. Lawyers try to control it. Teachers try to advise on it. Preachers and priests try to resolve it. People everywhere come up with ideas to try to minimize it. The disease I'm talking about is racism. It's bad. Growing up in a middle-class town in Los Angeles County, I witnessed racial profiling. So imagine what people had to go through, in the South and some of the eastern states. I mean, I know it's worse over there. Segregation is just, a way of life. Integration has become, I guess, a difficult thing to deal with. But my thing is, I just want to stay on this because everybody, we hear enough about it. There's been great panel discussions by some churches, actually. So there are some preachers, there are some ministers who are actively involved, dealing with it logically, dealing with creating discussions and opening that arena up for people to get educated and to no longer, or somehow to try to, remove the ignorance that's out there. It's very sad. In the United States, we're the most advanced country in the world, and we're so far behind. We're so far behind with that. In 1892, Homer Plessy was told to give up his seat by a white man. He was arrested, and he ended up going on appeal, and he lost. In 1936, Thurgood Marshall took on a case where a student was not allowed, because he was black, into the Maryland School of Law. Thurgood Marshall won that case, and following that, there were several cases similar to that. And then I don't need to go into the whole history of the events of the 60s, but we know the 1965 Voters Act was passed. So there's been big milestones, but I'm just hoping and praying that, we need to look at God's word, what it says, all men were created equal. God created everybody. We all shed red blood. We all have the same needs. We all need water to live on. There's no big differences. Yes, there's some cultural things, that impacts us, but we're all the same brothers and sisters in this huge kingdom. And especially, growing up, I heard a couple times, Sunday mornings is the most segregated hour of the week. And I kind of, I never really thought about it till I was in my 20s, and I realized that is actually true. So I just want to, put that into your devotionals every day, every lunchtime, every night, whenever you do your devotionals. I myself pray morning, noon, and night for not just that issue. Of course, us prayer warriors know that there's a long list of things that we have to bring with thanksgiving and petition them to the Lord. Well, that's all I have to say. God bless.